Welcome back to another Bad Thoughts podcast. I am your host, Seth Vincent, aka Symbolic. As you can tell at this moment, we're just doing audio for this podcast. So yeah, it's not gonna be visuals or video. So we're just gonna record this and talk about some things that we want to talk about today. And yeah, so yeah, we're just got some things in the news that we want to talk about, and I'm gonna proceed with that because it's been a crazy week. Maybe I'll talk about what's been going on this week. There hasn't been that much. I actually got to go hang out with some people last night, so that was pretty dope. I got to see my buddy Michael and my buddy Ethan and just relax, drink a little bit, smoke a little bit. I tried to record the podcast yesterday, but nothing was coming together, and I just had to just delete it and proceed with something else because it wasn't turning out well. And when I'm not feeling well, it's definitely not going to turn out well at all because you don't have any motivation to do any of this stuff. So yeah, so I just had to delete it and try out something different. I didn't feel like I'm not in the mood for trying to put on a performance in front of a camera. I mean, yeah, I'm being myself, but it's like a lot of motivation trying to just like show some kind of like feeling in front of the camera. So we're just gonna sit and record this, and I'm laying on my bed right now just watching The Office, just getting this recorded, trying to get some content out of there. So I hope you guys enjoy as well. I mean, you can't see my new haircut that I got and everything. Got a nice new fresh haircut. So yeah, let's proceed with what we wanted to talk about today. I mean, I can go over my week a little bit, so it's been a little crazy. It's just like, when you're just kind of like lost in your head and everything, and you're just talking about some shit, and then you start driving yourself crazy. And I went into like a little bit of like a manic like phase, if you can kind of say, and attack some people on Facebook. But you know what, whatever. So you got some people trying to give me attitude for shit, and you got somebody trying to talk to me like they know stuff going on and everything. So yeah, I hate when people do that when they're going through things as well, but they try to put their own perspective on other people's things. Like, you don't know what does anyone really know like what's going on with other people, or you don't know exactly how people are feeling, so they think they're right. And you know what, you can shut the fuck up. You're wrong. You're right about yourself when you're doing your own things, but you gotta shut the fuck up when you're trying to speak perspective and advice on people, because none of the people that I know are even professionally well trained in giving advice, and it's just advice thrown out there. It's not professional. You're 20, you don't know shit. You're 24, you still don't know shit, and you just gotta be quiet, pretty much, when it comes down to it like that. You don't want to put your perspective like onto me. Don't put your perspective on other people. Just be quiet when it comes to that stuff. You don't got anything, I mean, to take my own advice, but you don't got anything good to say about something, I mean, don't say it at all, pretty much. It comes into play whenever. So, and and that shit happened. But I mean, on a bright side, if you listen to Mac Miller's new album came out. Yeah, that was a dope ass album. I liked it. I'm gonna actually pull up some shit on it right now. Oops, nope, don't want to pull that. Actually, I won't pull up anything on it, but I liked it. There was that first song that he played. Like, I forget the name of the first song. Where's my phone? what's the name of that first song on the album? I like it because it's like, it says something like, I'll do anything to get out of my head. And that's kind of dope because, I mean, it just applies to anybody else's kind of shit. Let's see. Where is the song? Maybe I can play it into the mic. And I love what he does with piano now. He puts it, it's Come Back to Earth. Mm. The strangers will don't be friends. Lead the way out of my head. And anything for a way out of my head. Yeah, see, that's pretty dope. He's got that piano and everything playing in the background. That's pretty dope. That is something that I really liked. That song and all the rest of the songs on the album. I mean, if you don't like it, it's called or if you like it, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. But if you like it, go listen to it. It's out on every streaming platform, Spotify, whatever you listen to. It's out there. But it's called Swimming. If you want to go listen to it, go listen to it. I thought it was pretty dope. So, I mean, if anybody else wants to go listen to it, it'd be perfectly fine. That was good to have some music released this week. Because, I mean, everybody needs that music. I mean, come on. Like, you need some good, to me, I listen to the same music all the time. And I'm very repetitive. I'm not really into listening to new music. Sorry, I'm watching The Office right now too, and I just I'm on the episode. What's the name of this episode? What is the name of this Office episode? I totally forget. Hold on. Let's see if it says it on Netflix. If you don't, I'm big in The Office. Oh, it's episode 6. No, season 6, episode 23. Body language, and it's when Michael's trying to hit on that one person, or he's having the affair with that one lady. So if you don't watch The Office, then you got problems. Best show ever, pretty much, hands down. Why don't you just shut up? Kevin Malone. Hi, I'm Kevin Malone. Hi, I'm Kevin Malone. Is that a good voice? Or, I'm Toby Flenderson. Oh, that shit's too funny. Best show ever. But we're gonna get past talking about The Office and Mac Miller's album and what's been going on this week. I want to talk about this headline going on right now. So I seen this on Yahoo, and I mean, obviously everyone knows who LeBron James is. So he went in an interview and he just came up with that school, which is awesome. I think it's in Akron, Ohio. I don't know, a great big new school for students and stuff like that in Akron. But he said Donald Trump is trying to divide the country with sports, because sports brings people together and he's trying to use it to divide. And you know what, I definitely fucking agree with him. But what the funny thing with this whole story is that Donald Trump posted a tweet bashing LeBron James and Don Lemon, the interviewer who interviewed him on it. But it says, Melania Trump praises LeBron James in statement after husband insults him. I just want to see what it's like in the White House right now, because Donald Trump pissed. He's like, bitch, what are you doing? You're supposed to back me. No one's gonna back you on this stuff, man. Come on. Or people do back you, of course, but I mean, they're fucking dumb living in the 200 years ago still kind of stage. That's all they're fucking doing. What's this? John Lennon's assassin's wife reveals she knew plot of murder to the Beatles star. Damn. It's so long ago, I don't even want to talk about that, but yeah. What else do we got on this Yahoo News? There's always good stuff to fucking talk about on this. Let's see. Tim Allen breaks his silence on Roseanne Barr firing. She's just not that person. That's such a crazy thing that still happened with that, because Roseanne was such a big show, and that happening was crazy, because I mean, I loved the reboot, and I love that they were thinking about doing more, but sadly she had to go. She's a little fucked up in the head. I mean, aren't we all a little bit? But she just went crazy with it and went racist on fucking social media, and that's, I mean, that's, you got consequences to that stuff. She said it crazy. Just don't bring those comedians and into play when people are making jokes. That shit, you should know it's a joke. If it's offensive to you, then get off social media, pretty much. But when it came to the Roseanne Barr thing, she was just straight attacking. So yeah, that shit's crazy. Oh yeah, this is R.I.P. to Rick Genest, dies at 32. That all tatted zombie boy guy. That's pretty. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they said it was suicide, that he jumped, but they also say that it might have been an accident, but you don't know. But I mean, look at the dude. He's all tatted from head to toe and a skeleton. Maybe he didn't like himself after a while with all those tattoos. You never know what's going on these days. What else is going on here on Yahoo News? That the Don Lemon responds to Trump's insulting tweet about his LeBron James interview. No, I already talked about that. Trump, you're stupid. Definitely can't speak on LeBron James. He does a lot more than you do. You can't just argue with it. And you as a president, it's so everyone says he's the best. He's obviously not the best. I mean, he's probably done some good things. I'm not seeing him at all, though. I'm not also keeping up with shit like that, but I mean, if for Trump to be posting on Twitter like a bratty little teenager getting mad at somebody is definitely disrespectful and very embarrassing as to have as a president. Pretty much when it comes down to it. What's here? XXX Tentacion's murder suspect Robert Allen pleads not guilty. Yeah, like to see you come out of that. I hope they all fucking get what they deserve when it comes to killing X, shooting him, robbing him. Fuck those guys, man. What's going on in this? Teen allegedly threw boy 8 off 31-foot high waterslide platform because line was moving slow. What? Man who pushed boy off waterslide was mad because line was moving long. Or was too long. Hold on, this guy. I mean, I don't got visuals up or anything, but it's just a gingered head blonde, soulless looking in the eyes. Not soulless because of ginger, soulless because he looks soulless in his eyes. The male gave a statement that line was moving too slow, and so he picked up and pushed the 8-year-old over the top of the slide platform, he says. He understood that doing that was going to cause harm to the individual. He knew that by throwing him over, he knew an individual was going to be hurt. He shouldn't have done it, and admitted to picking this kid up and pushing him over. What's he going to get for this? Let's see what's going on. Boy's injuries later diagnosed at hospital included a broken femur in one leg, numerous fractures to both feet, shattered bones and shoulder. God, the kid's going to have therapy for a while. Oh my God, fell from 31 feet. Fuck this dude. Adams was booked in Dakota County Jail on $50,000 bond with conditions and released after posting bond. He can get maximum 5 years in prison and $10,000 fine. Well, you should definitely get. That's attempted murder, man. It's attempted murder. Perfect outfit. Sorry, I'm just checking to see what else we have on news and got some opinions about before we conclude anything from here. It's been it's just been a fucking crazy week. I mean, there isn't too much going on, but damn, there's like, it's already August. Summer's almost basically over. I haven't done shit all summer. It's, it's just fucking crazy. Oh, I love this story that I saw. WWE star Kane is now the mayor of some Tennessee town, I think. Yep, town in Tennessee. That's awesome that he steered away from WWE, because you see all these WWE like past wrestlers passing away now from suicide and mental conditions, or not even mental conditions, just like brain conditions. They've been getting hurt so much. Like Camp Mania. What else is going on this? There's so much news on here. Some stuff like you don't have an opinion on. Some stuff that's just like, oh, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. More James Gunn stuff going on. If I don't know if you saw the letter. Actually, I could probably pull that up on Instagram. The cast all signed a letter trying to giving their opinion on they want James Gunn back, and I want James Gunn back too, because that's just stupid, firing someone for tweets from 10 years ago. Like, this world is fucking crazy and dumb now, and I don't know what's going on. I'm going to read this letter because I don't think I've read it yet, and I'll read it out into the mic. So it's posted on Chris Pratt's Instagram. It says, "To our fans and friends, we fully support James Gunn. We were all shocked by his abrupt firing last week and have intentionally waited these 10 days to respond in order to think, pray, listen, and discuss. In that time, we've been encouraged by the outpouring of support from our fans and members of the media and wish to see James reinstated as director of the Volume 3, as well as discouraged by those so easily duped into believing that many outlandish conspiracy theories surrounding him. Being in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies has been a great honor to each of our lives. We cannot let this moment pass without expressing our support and gratitude for James. We are not here to defend his jokes of many years ago, but rather to share our experiences having spent many years together and set of making Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. The character he has shown in the wake of his firing is consistent with the man he was every day on set, and his apology now and from years ago when first addressing these remarks, we believe is from the heart, a heart we all know, trust and love, in casting each of us to help him tell the story of the misfits who find redemption. He changed our lives forever. We believe the theme of the redemption has never been more relevant than now. Each of us look forward to working with our friend James again in the future. His story isn't over, not by a long shot. There is little due process in the court or public opinion. James is likely not the last good person to be put on trial, given the growing political divide in the country. It's safe to say that instances like this will continue, although we hope Americans from across the political spectrum can ease up on the character assassinations and stop weaponizing mob mentality. It is our hope that what has transpired and can serve as an example for all of us to realize the enormous responsibility we have to ourselves and to each other regarding the use of written words when we etch them in digital stone, that we as a society may learn from the experience and in the future will think twice before we decide what we want to express. In so learning perhaps can harness the capability to help and heal instead of hurting each other. Thank you for taking the time to read our words, Guardians of the Galaxy. And then signed Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Bradley Cooper, Sean Gunn, Vin Diesel, Pom Kemalita, that I forget her. She has a weird signature too. Kieran Gillian and Michael Rooker. So yeah, I agree. I mean, We got a fucking mob mentality for nowadays, with people trying to take down all these people because they say something harassing and terrible. But I mean, it probably taken out of context, and you don't know where they were at that time, and it was tons of years ago. And then there was also an interview on The View the other day that what's her name? I forget her name. I think it's Leslie from Saturday Night Live's black lady from Saturday Night Live. Did I say that? Saturday Night Live. Leslie, I know her name is. I don't know her last name. She said a good thing about, like, she hates that if you went to back to the 80s and heard what comedians and people said, like, you'd be so offended, and she's like, if you go back to what I said in the 80s, like, you'd hate me. But that was the 80s. That's what I thought at the time. We change. That's our opinion. We're all different and stuff like that. So, but you can't take everyone's mob mentality opinion in the fucking stance like that's the right thing. So, come on, people. I don't know what's going on with people these days. It's fucking stupid. And people do that to me too. People go into a mob mentality about how I am, and they attack me and judge me and put a label on me. And then they said, oh, I put a label on myself. Fuck you. Fuck you. No way. You guys don't know me at all. The people that talk about me like they know me. They don't know me at all. They don't hang out with me at all. So, I mean, these people crazy. But we're coming about ending the podcast. So I hope you guys enjoyed the audio at least. And no visuals this week, maybe next week, but we got a picture up. So I hope you enjoy that picture. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to go relax, maybe go bowling tonight. Peace out, everybody. Bad Thoughts Podcast.
I've just been exiled.
Enjoy your week. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out.
Had no time to check the regrets to my ex-file. Shit, even if I could, I probably wouldn't. Think I'm about to do some crazy shit, I probably shouldn't. Do some shit I know y'all couldn't. Cause y'all a bitch made. Slit your wrist veins when I pop my switchblade. Stiletto, manipulate these lines like Geppetto.